Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Different women love different bodies on a man. Different women. Look, and one thing I've always said about body game is get your best body. And whether you're a slim dude or a big old dude, you can still work out to get some muscle on your ass. Now, the other day, I saw a content creator. I don't give names. If y'all know who it is, fine. But, because the reason why I don't, two reasons. One, sometimes people get petty and try to, strike your video in your channel. And two, this is bigger than that one person. That one person's just incorrect on this. And that one person was talking about how women, the ideal aesthetic body is an ectomorphic body. And I'm like, it depends on the woman. Because you got ectomorphic, mesomorphic, which is more... Ectomorphic is slimmer. Mesomorphic is more athletic build. And endomorphic is more like those naturally big dudes, right? And yes, there's some women who like ectomorphic bodies, but there's also some women who like mesomorphic bodies. There's some women who like endomorphic bodies. That's why I always say just get your best body. Because you get some people and they'll talk about working out and getting down to 8% body fat. Some women don't like that. I use the example of Jeremy Meeks. Now, yeah, there were some women going crazy over him, but I also saw some women not going crazy over him and everything. Some women not going crazy over him because he was like too slim for him. All right, that's them. Some other women obviously didn't. Seriously, I've seen that a couple times. Sometimes the women don't like them too slim. Sometimes they like some meat on them. Two instances. Like one when I was dealing with this one woman. Now, I was bigger than I am now. I never forget. She looked me dead in the eye and said, I got to put 40 pounds on you. She liked the guy really big, right? Yeah, some birds eating some food in the street. Yeah. Anyway, right? She liked them really big. And then there was another occasion. I talked about this before when I was vending at this natural hair show. And I never forget. This dude had bought the book. Now, this dude was about 6 feet, 270. Aaron Donald looking man. Right? Big old dude. I never forget. I'm at this thing. This woman behind me yelled over to, as he was walking past the table, a woman yelled at this big dude, hey, I want to take you home. So this big old dude, he walked over to her and said, give me your phone. No, here's my phone. Put your number in. That's all he said. He didn't ask her name or anything. He was like, this you? She was like, yeah, all right. Talk to you later. And then walked off. And then the woman looked at me and said, hey, women they got to go for what they want out here. Now, she was on the slimmer side, right? She was, but she went for this big old dude. She called out to him, right? And this other dude I've talked about before who had all the women in this particular place going crazy over him. That was a big old dude. He wasn't no small dude. But then I've seen women go crazy over athletic dudes because, I've worked in gyms. I've worked in plenty of gyms. I've seen them go crazy over slimmer dudes. Look, first of all, it's not objective. Some guys try to say objective. Look, objective, that means it's science. That means it happens every single time. Man, no, women have different tastes. It depends on what the woman is, her class, her religion, where she at, the environment, everything. There's a lot of factors. Her DNA, the combination of the three men who imprinted her. Because I don't care who the woman is, it depends on the guy. See, guys you can't be who you not. If you're a big man, you can't be no little small man thinking you're going to get the woman. Or if you're a slimmer man, you might not get, no matter how much you eat, you might going to be that big guy. You got to stay in your lane. You got to just have your best version of your body, and then figure out which women like that. Like, I use myself for an example. Y'all remember when I was coming back from my stroke and stuff, I was real slim because I wasn't eating anything. And there were a lot of guys saying, hey, you look good, Uncle Ron. You look good. Only a couple guys saying, hey, you okay, Uncle Ron? But here's the funny thing. Women who could reach out to me directly, women who could contact me directly, who I could look at, say, Ron, you need to put on some weight. Because they prefer some more meat. That was their preference. Why they probably feeling a brother to begin with. They let me know. And even in the days when I had that more athletic build, more fitness model build, that's a better way of saying it. Here you go. Yeah, when I had that bill, had a certain amount of women, but there were a few women that rejected me then. Yeah, I got plenty of play then. But when I look back at it, when I put on like maybe about 20 pounds, I still was getting play. Really, from better quality women. That's what they like. Women gonna like different things. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You know? Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. That's how it is. And there ain't no shame in it. It is what it is. But see, you get some guys, they want to say it's just one thing, which is bias on their part, because then if you look at them, that's what they are. Women like different shit. Seriously, you get some of those guys, they be thinking that's what they need, and yeah, they might get something, but then they missing out on something else. See, at the end of the day, a woman shit, first of all, women aren't, you can use that objective word all you want. Ain't no such thing as objective when it comes to physical attraction. Some dudes be trying, well, yeah, there is. No, they ain't, motherfucker. You a scientist? You educated? You saying that? You done the research? Fuck that. Look up the word objective. In fact, I'm gonna put it in the description box. That's what objective is, okay? That's what it is. Ain't no such thing as objective, because when a woman looking at you, it depends on what her tastes are and all that shit. Anybody saying objective? Look, I'm gonna be straight up. When people really saying that shit is some like racist ass shit. Yeah, I said it. It's different. Ain't no objective thing. Because if that was the case, use some common sense. If it was the case, then all human beings would look the same. All human beings would look the same. Or the vast majority would look the same. Then they don't. Depending on where you at. Even what men like. Some men like a slimmer woman. Some men like a thicker woman. Women the exact same way. You just have to find first, get in your best shape. I would say the only thing I would say universal, keep your stomach under control. And even some women like a little bit of gut on a guy. I've met some fine ass women. Oh, they love a little bit of gut on a guy. I mean, he finer than a mom. God damn. He fine as shit. Talking about now they want a little bit to play with. And this was across races. First woman to say that was this fine ass white girl. Looked like a thicker version of Julia Roberts in her prime. I was like, shit, she said she'd like a little bit to play with. Just a little bit, though. And even then, I knew this woman. I mentioned her a few times. She gonna say, Ron, why you always talking about me? Baby, nothing against you, but you said it yourself. Nah, this woman, she said, shit, that guy had to be clinically obese for her to have a big old stomach. Women like different shit. That's your tribe. When I talk about a tribe, find out. And that's how you know. Get your best version and see which women paying attention to you. Which women making it easy for you. When I look at myself, like I always talk about the butt dunk, but I ain't had a problem. Once I started looking, I said, damn, women with butt dunks love my ass, regardless of race. Regardless of race. They got a big old butt dunk, they like me. Or a nice butt dunk, they love my ass. Shit. Not like love. It's always been easier. Trust me, it's always been easier. Shit. Always been good to go with a brother. But that's my tribe. Now I gotta keep my shit at a certain weight. But usually a linebacker build. And like I said, women, they just like different things. Some women like a slimmer build. Okay, fine. You know what to look for. Because really, this general builds, even face. You get some guys think, oh, you gotta have a square jaw. No, you don't. You just gotta have whatever the women like. You stop listening to some guys telling you what's up. Even myself, why don't y'all go out there and just look? You're gonna see a fine woman with different types of men, different body builds and shit. And you're gonna see them if you go out enough and look around. You're gonna see different types of bodies. Women with different types of bodies. Anything from tall and slim, shorter and stocky, whatever. Somebody gonna like it. And see, as a man, all you have to do is figure out which women like your particular body build. That's all you have to do. But the only way you're going to do that, you got to get out first. See, you get a lot of men, they not going outside. They not interacting with enough women because you got to interact with a group. I would say if you try to interact with, over the next few weeks, even a week for some dudes, you can figure it out who wants you. If you interact with at least 100 women, you go out, even if you get rejected, you ain't gonna get rejected the same way. And just on the numbers game, you'll get some of them. Now say you go for 100 women, only 5 of them show some interest. That's actually a lot. Okay, what is it about them? And what is it about you that they like? Are they feeling all over your body? They like your face, like how you dress, whatever. That's how you find your tribe. Which women are making it easier for you? Which women you just clicking with? And they're gonna click with different types. And see, another thing with body game, I promote that so a man can be comfortable with his own body. That's the main thing. Because once a man, he can lift 300 or he can do whatever, he get comfortable with himself. And that's the key thing right there. Is he comfortable with himself? Now everybody else, is he comfortable with his own body, his own physique? Because then what happens there is once you're comfortable, you're going to walk a certain way, you're going to talk a certain way. And the women who like whatever you're presenting, they're going to respond to you. Because let's be clear, women, you get some guys talking about, well, they just care about face and height. How many women anybody saying that? How many women have you personally been with? Like, I know for a fact women care about bodies. Because when women were giving me some, they were calling me body and everything. They were more concerned. They were complimenting my body more so than my face. And these are women who, my penis actually went in their vagina. See, that's a major issue. You got a lot of people talking. They don't have any real experience out here. They need to shut the fuck up. Because they don't have any real experience out what they know. Because that's the only way you're going to get it. I even say, even with my stuff, you got to go out there and apply it, see if it works for you. And if it don't work for you, that's not your game, my philosophy, what I'm presenting, okay, go to somebody else. It's not a science. Like I said, let me be clear on that. That's why you got different people. People be, like sometimes people say, well, you said this, but whatchamacallit said this. I say, no, that's their philosophy. That's not mine. That's their philosophy. That's their style. That's what worked for them. Use some common sense for something. If it was a science, like automatic, everybody would do it. And then it would have been apparent because only certain men would be mating. If you go out and see the fathers of children, I'd say, you know what, I'm going to say 3 and under. The fathers. All of them don't look like no damn fashion model. The fathers. And like I say, it take a lot for a woman to put out a man's baby. But when you see the fathers of the children, they don't all look alike. All of them ain't slim. All of them ain't big. They different ranges. Because that's how you know. Because when a woman want to reproduce a man, you know it's something too. And they want to reproduce different types of men. Shit, I knew this woman, she said she wanted fat babies. I'm like, okay. Shit, it depends what they turned on by. Women turned on by different shit. A different woman is turned on by a different body on a man. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. And you got 4 billion women in the world. If you got 1 million women on this planet who are turned on by your particular body, that's a lot. That's a lot. So that's the thing. Which women are turned on by what you're presenting? Your body build. You know? People trying to tell you something. Like, if you don't have experience, you need to see. Like I said, go out. All you have to do is watch. You can go to any place, any crowded place. You can go to a mall and see. You want to see different women and you want to see different women with different size men and shit. Happy. Shit. And even as much as I promote body game, you see some women, they happy with a guy that don't have any muscle on them. Like I said, it depends on the woman. Now, my philosophy still is working out. That's my philosophy. My philosophy. Everybody don't have to go by that. And if they don't, they don't. It ain't a science. I wish it was a science. Look, seriously, I'm going to reiterate that. If it was a science, nobody would have a problem. It's just that simple. Nobody would have a problem if it was a science. Nobody would have any issues if it was a science. Because then all you had to do is match that science and then boom, you get a woman. Yet you get some guys, no matter what their size, they having problems. And then you got some guys at the same size, same body build, they not having any problems. They got more women than they know what to do with. But the ones who are getting the women, what they do, they stay in their lane. They're comfortable. That's why you get some short-statured men, they still getting women. Why? Because they comfortable. Or you get some big men. Some big men, shoot, they eating all this. They don't have any cuts or something, but they comfortable still getting a woman. Because a woman might like that shit. Now, you still want to still present your best body. Your best. But everybody's going to have something different because of different DNA. So, you know, that's the thing. That's what you want to work on. You know, don't worry about getting down to some 8% body fat. You know? Or getting real slim or anything. I don't care what anybody tell you. You don't know how have the women that you stuck your dick in, who they respond to, what they respond to. Because even myself, I can't tell you, I can just tell you. See, I talk from like either personal experience or what I've witnessed directly. You know? I ain't like theorizing or some shit. And if somebody say some dumb shit like, well, you know, maybe that's how it was in your day. Motherfucker, I'm out here driving. And I got a 21-year-old son. I got a 19-year-old son. I know what the fuck happened. I gotta know what's happening out here, bro. Seriously. And I'm still going out. There's a lot of people in this area that have seen me. They ain't seen me at my house or driving. They see me out somewhere. I'm still going out, so I'm still observing. I still want to know what's going on today. Don't use that as excuse. That's a cope right there. That's somebody who just want to come against me, but they stupid as fuck. I'm out. I'm probably out more than you. So I see what's up. And trust me, I can read a couple and tell if they how well they together. I can read them. Because couples are together, they're going to show something. They're going to show something. Yeah, so, you know, don't worry about it. Because really, the game is you and whichever women like you. You just got to figure out your tribe. Like, don't try to be like that other person. That's why I've even said, don't compare yourself to looks to another man. You don't know. All that matters is what the woman getting turned on by. Because you get some men and stuff trying to holler and doing all that shit. But it's the woman who's going to ultimately make the choice of whether or not it's the woman you trying to have sex with. Why you worry about what another man say? Even what I say, that's why I say go out and find out what works for you. Now, if my philosophy works for you, fine. If it don't, find somebody who don't. Don't try to start, like I said, try to start some shit where You say, well, this person said this. Okay, that's their philosophy. That's their dojo. That's their style. Because even with body gain, some people, hey, like, it gets on my nerves when somebody say, well, they try to compare like mouthpiece and everything. Anybody who's really listened to me know I be putting them all together. I say, you gotta have them all, really. That's my philosophy. Now, somebody might have something different. You know what? If it works, fine. If it works, I'm going to say just go with it. If it works for you. Because at the end of the day, everybody got to find what works for them. Right? You got to find what works for them. For one dude, it works for him that they slim. For another dude, it works for him that they big. For yet another dude, it works for him that they're athletic. For yet another dude, it works for how much they in between the two. All of them, the three main types. It depends on the person. It depends on way you dressing. Shoot, even putting on something like tattoos or wearing earrings or doing whatever. It depends on which women find that shit attractive. Like I said, women, DNA-wise, class-wise, religion, subculture, a lot goes into whether or not a woman feeling a guy. A lot goes into it. It's not always going to be the same thing. That's why a guy got to just focus. He got to focus on getting on who likes him, and he'll figure it out. Like I said, if you try to holler at it, go out and try to holler at 100 women. Because a lot of these guys complaining, you ask them how many women they try to holler at, man, they can't even say 10. You ain't gonna figure out shit then. But if you tried to holler at 100, got a few of them, well, with the few that you hollered at, what they have in common? Oh, shoot. Yeah, pull in between. Alright? So anyway, that's all I got for today, y'all. I'm going to get back with y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings.